I'm Shane, and today we will explain to you what is political issues. Political issues. So political issues is a problem or challenge that involve governmental actions or policy making, often involve differing opinions among public and political actors. So here are some examples of political issues. First, corruption. Corruption is a dishonest or illegal behavior, especially by powerful people, such as government officials or police officers, through means of illegitimate, immoral, or incompatible with ethical standards. There are two specific types of corruption. First, tax evasion. Politicians do not honestly declare their annual income to avoid paying for their respective taxes in the government. So example of this politician is Manny Pacquiao. Second, ghost project and clearance. It is done by high officials in the government, whereby non-existing projects are financed by the government and non-existing personnel are being paid salaries and allowances. Example of this is Janet Napoles. Corruption do not bring any positive effect in our country. However, high level of corruption can reduce economic growth. It can also distort allocation of resources and performances of the government in many ways.
Palakasan system is the Padrino system or patronage. It's the Filipino culture of politics. It's the value system where one gains favor, promotion, and political appointment through family affiliation or nepotism or friendship or cronyism. As the one opposed on one merit, the Padrino system in the Philippines has been source of many controversies and corruption. Palakasan system has its own positive and negative. Negative. Family members, friends, or government officials appointment or employed, even if they are not qualified or eligible, discharge the functions of the office. Palakasan system has its own positive and negative side. So let's talk about negative. Family members or friends of the government are appointed or employed even they are not qualified eligible to discharge the functions of that office. This is one root causes of efficiency and overflowing of the government, employees, and bureaucracy. Let's talk about positive. Gives employment.
So another example of political issue is about vote buying. So let's talk first about vote buying. Okay, vote buying is an illegal practice where individuals or groups offer something of value, like money, goods, or services, in exchange for persons' vote election. It also undermines the integrity of democratic processes by corrupting the free and fair expression of the electorate's freedom. Vote buying, the exchanging of money or goods, has both positive and negative effects. One of the negative effects of vote buying is inefficiency. Vote buying incentivizes candidates for personal gain over public service, leading to corruption and neglecting public services. Okay, vote buying has the positive potential effects. So it is the enhanced competition or participation. In some cases, vote buying can increase the participation between candidates, particularly when challengers turn out or counter the advantages of the incumbents. Above all, the lesson learned of this topic is that a truly democratic society must prioritize fair and transparent elections where voters are empowered to make informed decisions based by political platforms and leadership qualities, not monetary incentives.
Political dynasty. A political dynasty refers to a situation wherein members of the same family occupy elected positions, either in sequence for the same position or simultaneously across different positions. Political dynasty is not a new phenomenon in the Philippines. It is originated with Spanish colonization in the 16th century that has continued in the present day. Filipinos have elected presidents who are all descendants of political dynasties. These families shaped the Philippines' political scene. On 2010 to 2016, Benigno Simeon or Noynoy Aquino III, a former senator and congressman, was the 15th president of the Philippines. He entered politics thanks to his parents' legacy. His father, Benigno Aquino Sr., was a prominent opposition leader during Ferdinand Marcos Sr.'s dictatorship, and his association in 1983 contributed to the People Power Revolution that brought down the Marcos regime. In 2016 to 2022, the Duterte family is infamous for their controversial leadership, style, and strong-arm tactics. Rodrigo Roa Duterte, the family patriarch, served as mayor of Davao City for more than 2 decades before becoming president of the Philippines in 2016. The drug war waged by Duterte during his presidency has been criticized for its brutality and disregard for due process. Still, Duterte remains a popular figure in the Philippines, with his supporters applauding his radical approach to government. In May 22, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. assumed the presidency of the Philippines, making the return of the Marcos family to power. The Marcoses felt a sense of déjà vu as they entered the Malacañang Palace. It was their residence for 20 years when their father, Ferdinand Marcos Sr., ruled the country from 1965 to 1986. Yes, indeed, political dynasties are very common in the Philippines, though they have negative and positive views from Filipinos. Others view it to have a positive impact because it provides stability, continuity, a large web of connections, and community links which add up to better governance through experience and cohesiveness. On the other side, critics argue that political dynasties undermine meritocracy, perpetuate power, wealth accumulation, decrease democratic competition, and encourage nepotism and corruption. The intricacy of political dynasties seems to point toward a balance between their merits and demands of an inclusive and fairer democracy.
Good day, everyone. This is Maria Christine B. Garcia. So there are 5 issues under the domestic political issues. First is we have the economy and equality, the education, the healthcare, the social issues, and lastly, the environment. So the first one is the economy and inequality. The economy and inequality, this encompasses issues like wealth inequality, income disparity, access to affordable housing, and job security. So the next one is healthcare. Healthcare, this includes issues related to accessibility, affordability, and the role of government in healthcare provision. It also includes universal healthcare, healthcare costs, and access to healthcare. So the third one is education. In education, this encompasses issues related to funding, quality, and access to education at all levels. It also includes school funding, curriculum, and standards at a higher education affordability.
Social studies. These issues often touch on moral and ethical values, sparking passionate debates and differing viewpoints. Key topics including abortion, gun control, and LGBTQ. These issues focus on the environment, protection, and sustainable development. Key topics including climate change, population, and conservation.
Plunder is committed when a public officer, who by himself or in connivance with members of his family, relatives by affinity or consanguinity, business, associates, subordinates, or other persons, amasses, accumulates, or acquires ill-gotten wealth through a combination or series of overt or criminal acts as described in Section 1 of RA 7080 in the aggregate amount or total value of at least 50 million pesos. Plunder. In addition, any person who participated with the said public officer in the commission of plunder shall likewise be punished. Positive effects. high levels of corruption, reduced economic growth,